In Bergen-Belsen, 1944. A young Jewish boy clung to life amid starvation and despair. One day, he discovered a tiny crack in the camp fence. On the other side, a German farm girl of his own age appeared, courageous enough to act despite the danger. Every day, when the guards weren't watching, she pushed a small piece of bread through the gap. That simple, fragile act of kindness kept him alive until liberation. A lifeline threaded through fear and cruelty. Decades later, the boy, now an elderly man living in New York, shared the story at a Holocaust remembrance ceremony. His voice trembled as he recounted the girl's courage and the bread that had nourished more than just his body. A woman in the audience began to cry. She stood and whispered, "I was that girl." After nearly 50 years, they embraced for the first time. In that moment, the bread under the fence became more than food. It was a bridge across time. A testament to bravery, compassion, and the enduring power of human connection. Even in the darkest hours, small acts of courage could shine brightly, leaving a legacy that endured long after the war. Survival in a human inferno. In 1944, within the bleak confines of the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp, a young Jewish boy was withering away. Starvation was a gnawing beast that consumed his flesh and spirit. His eyes, once bright with childish wonder, were now sunken and hollow, filled with the constant terror of the next moment. Every day was a desperate fight for a breath, a painful struggle to outrun death that stalked the camp's muddy paths. Hope had long since vanished, replaced by a cold, numbing despair that had settled deep in his bones. One day, while scrounging for scraps near a pile of rubbish, he noticed a tiny, almost imperceptible crack in the wooden fence. It was no bigger than a finger, yet it felt like a window to a forgotten world. A fresh, earthy scent of the outside air wafted through the gap, a fragrance that stirred something long dormant within him. At that very moment, a young German farm girl, no older than himself, appeared on the other side. Her eyes were a stunning blue, radiating a warmth and compassion he hadn't seen in a long time. She looked at him, not with pity or disgust, but with a profound, unspoken understanding. A small act amidst great fear. The girl's gaze lingered for a moment, and then she leaned close to the fence. "Don't worry," she whispered, her voice barely audible. After glancing around to ensure no guards were watching, she pushed a small piece of bread through the gap. The smell was intoxicating, freshly baked and warm. To the boy, this single piece of bread was not just food. It was a beacon of humanity in a place devoid of it. He took it with trembling hands and ate it slowly, savoring every crumb, afraid that if he finished it too quickly, the dream would end. This small act of kindness was his lifeline, sustaining him day after day until the camp was liberated. That bread nourished more than his body. It became a symbol of a fragile but enduring hope. Reunion after half a century. Decades later, the boy, now an old man living in New York, recounted his story at a Holocaust remembrance ceremony. His voice quivered with emotion as he spoke of the girl's courage. "That bread she gave me," he said, tears welling in his eyes. "It nourished not only my body but my soul." As he spoke, he noticed an elderly woman in the audience. Her face was etched with the passage of time, but her eyes held a familiar, distant light. She began to weep, and without a word, she rose from her seat and walked toward the stage. "I was that girl," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion. Silence fell over the hall. After nearly 50 years, they embraced for the first time. In that moment, the bread under the fence became more than just a memory. It was a bridge across time, a testament to bravery, compassion, and the profound power of human connection. Even in the darkest corners of history, a small act of courage can shine brightly, leaving a legacy that endures long after the war has faded into the past.